Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before jumping to the charts, don't forget to smash the like button, share it for friends, subscribe, ring the bell, all this stuff to support this channel. So, it's been a while since I recorded a Bitcoin update, and I decided to record it now. Uh, Well, first because it's not only about Bitcoin, right? So, if you guys haven't watched my one of my last videos called Out Seasons Roadmap, I strongly recommend you to do so. You will have a much better understanding. Okay, so Bitcoin is aligned with the U.S. stock markets. If you guys remember, a few years ago, when questioned about Bitcoin, Warren Buffett said, "We will tame Bitcoin." And that's almost close to the time when Bitcoin started to behave, let's say, close to one to US stocks. This is very interesting. Uh, so let's talk about what we have, what is going to happen, what I believe it is going to unfold soon. Okay, so remember, local analysis here, it's not going to work. Bitcoin is mirrored with, let's say, Dow Jones, okay? If you guys remember, on that altcoin video, just a second, folks. Excuse me. Some people say, oh, Bitcoin follows NASDAQ. Well, it is true, but NASDAQ follows Dow Jones. So Bitcoin follows Dow Jones, not NASDAQ. Okay, so this is very important. So I want to talk about a macro scenario. Uh, in a few minutes, you guys will have a better understanding. So let me start with it. So when we get closer here, so we had so we call it this break here, not based on support and resistance, this stuff. But a very, very interesting thing happened, okay? Because here we have the DNA of a head and shoulders, which is a top reversal structure. Even though it wasn't crystal clear, and I believe it was made on purpose. And why? Because if it was crystal clear, it would be easy to everybody to see what was going on, what was happening, and also the targets for Bitcoin downside, which we already have one or two. But instead, we had this higher low in between, okay, which wasn't bullish. We knew it, right? So we had a perfect bear flag right here. But the one of the interesting things here that I want to talk about is usually when we have a clear head and shoulders, some people like to call it a retest. So we go down, then it goes up before resuming downside. Okay, so no news about this. This is a very simple, straightforward thing. But again, here it wasn't clear, right? So I was talking with some of my friends, and we were considering as this guy as part of a neckline that is not here. Why? If you guys take a look, Ethereum developed, it's almost the same thing, the same behavior, right? Almost zero change. But Ethereum managed to go all the way back here. So what does it mean? What I'm trying to tell you here? I'm trying to say, if this was made by design, which I believe it was, then the only way to properly measure the targets here, it's by acknowledging this guy and this guy. Okay, so how does it work? So let's say we had a perfect head and shoulders here. Okay, just for the sake of this example. So the standard way would be from the neckline to the top, and then we go below. Then we find out the target for a head and shoulders. Okay, so this is one of the ways to acquire targets here on head and shoulder structure. So a possible target would be $12,000 from a neckline that is not here, probably on purpose. Now take a look at this. When we measure Bitcoin average downside, what do we end up with? So we have two things here. A golden bounce, which is completely healthy. Again, there is no bear market, there is no bearish trend. And by a matter of fact, this is going to be very bullish. Okay, so this is one of the fundamentals here. The other is, this is going to be inside Bitcoin average correction, which would be, it's always around 82, 83, 84, 81%. Okay, so as you guys know, the Chinese folks, they praise the number 8, which is related to wealth, prosperity, and this kind of stuff. So it's just another thing here. So, and also there is already a bullish divergence developing on Bitcoin, and not only on Bitcoin, it's across multiple assets in different markets. Now the point that I wanted to talk about, which is this. Oh, by the way, I'm not saying that's exactly how this is going to happen, okay? Just to have a broad idea, a macro perspective. So another key here, do you guys remember the video I shared a long time ago on the sun cycle and markets? So there, I talked about what we are expecting for 2025, maybe 2026 or late 2026. But in my opinion, that's it. That's when we are going to see a monstrous crash across the markets. Okay. So later on, I will make a video to talk about this again, about this possible crash that I see coming. And I strongly believe it is going to happen because I was right on the call that I made for the fiat currencies call that I made, right? The dollar, the euro, GBP. So I was right when people said that I were wrong. So far, it's playing out. It's aligned with the thing that I shared. So one of the things, or one of the possible scenarios I see that is possible somewhat to unfold. So I will go all the way to 2025. And again, remember, this is not only about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it's following, it's not leading. So for a quick reference, I will use this target right here. It doesn't mean it is going to happen. I'm just using it as a reference. Okay. Some people may find out a tape here or tried to use the tape approach. There are different ways to acquire that. I personally don't like the tape approach when we don't have enough candles, because we end up in a speculation, and that's dangerous. Okay, so now I'm going to jump exactly into speculations, and again, it's all based on all the forecasts that I made so far, and they are playing out. Okay, so it's happening. Okay, so the expectation. So the expectation is to see the crypto market, not all crypto assets. Okay, uh, probably the vast majority won't even will never see new highs again. Okay, as you guys know, regulations are coming, etc. And so the idea that I have, so remember, folks, this is a speculation. Time will tell if I'm right about this idea here. Okay, here we have 2025, and here we have 2026. Okay, which is far, far away from 2025. That's why I believe things will start to get bad on 2025. Okay, not after. We can see probably period of consolidation for 6 months, 12 months, but that's it. The top can be. Okay, so we know there is another downside coming here for Bitcoin. Not only Bitcoin, okay? Remember, we're talking about almost the whole market. This is just for a quick reference for you guys to have a better idea. So as we go down, as Bitcoin goes down, and also the whole market, volatility it's starting to increase, but we are still at a point there is little action, if I can use this word. Okay, so in counting the structure, here we have the first one, the rising wedge, talking about it in the Champions Club. So here we have the second part of the structure, and if we head to that target, we don't know if we are going straight down, can be or not, doesn't matter. If we are going straight to, let's say, 12, 13, 14K, doesn't matter. It is probably going to be close to this number. We end up with a bullish divergence will be confirmed in this event right here. Okay, and then we end up with the lower section of the structure to then keep going up again, whatever the way it happens. So I don't believe it is going to be in a straight move. It's very likely to have corrections along the way. Whatever the way it happens, we have, now let me show you the magic tool. So, 121,393 was a possible target that we talked about back in the day if this structure end up in bullish continuation. Then we could look into this scenario right here. Possible scenario, right? Haven't played, didn't mean it is not going to happen. I strongly believe there will be new all-time highs for Bitcoin if no external events like banning proof of work in the near future, Tether collapse, all these kind of things, which are going to happen in the future, okay? But it's probably unlikely to happen today or tomorrow, next month, and etc. So in this next run, which is a continuation, we are already in a bull run, okay? There is no bear here. So this will be 196,418 will be a critical point. And I can even see the narratives. Oh, Bitcoin, $200,000, we are going to 300, 500,000, that's it, you know. So just like it happened in the past, it will happen again. It's just deja vu, okay? But remember, if we are right about this, and I strongly believe I am right on this structure development here, the critical point for Bitcoin will be 196,418 in the coming in the near future. Okay. So drawing the forecast method tool here. So let's say this is probably going to be the green zone. Inside we will have the orange, and above and at 196,418 there will be the red range where things will be critical for not only Bitcoin but probably for many other crypto assets. Okay, so yeah, just a moment. So remember, this is speculation. Time will tell if I'm right here. I believe I am, because I'm not only considering the crypto market and Bitcoin, but I am aiming at the US stocks, the stock market, okay? The development till 2025. I can be wrong, of course. Again, we are speculating based on incomplete information. But again, this is the crypto market is in a bullish trend. Bitcoin is in a bullish trend. So the only problem we have for Bitcoin is that we have decreasing volume since the beginning, which is bad, but it doesn't mean it will stop Bitcoin from going into new all-time highs. Also, another thing to consider is with big guys and BlackRock friends, clients exposed to Bitcoin, it is completely normal to see a downside here, which will give time for these people to jump in because they want to play at a discount, then make a new high for them to make some profits, and then that's it. Then game over. I strongly believe there will be a bear market around 2025, maybe 2026, but that's it. It is going to happen. I'm not completely sure about a bear market, but we are most likely going to have a monstrous correction. Okay, I would even dare to say from 200 down to, let's say, $20,000 or 15, whatever. Okay, so it is going to be wild. So one more thing before I finish this video. Just a second. So Bitcoin dominance, I shared this long time ago. So we have a bearish trend here, no news. We have targets already for the coming future. Okay, so what is one of the reasons why we have a bearish trend on Bitcoin dominance? It is because the ROI in risk reward wise on Bitcoin goes down day after day. So we can have a much better ROI as an investor in other assets than on Bitcoin. Okay, so it doesn't need to be a genius to figure it out. So the smart money is playing into other assets. Okay, and yeah, so I'm not going to mention 2 or 3 because some people may be outraged, but so and yeah, so this is one of the reasons, and it is fair to say it is a fact that with time, uh, there is more money into Bitcoin, but there is less people looking to hold or, uh, yes, make a long-term move on Bitcoin. Okay, so again, remember, uh, a bullish trend, a bullish capitalization, and a bearish dominance means that Bitcoin is losing the strength in the crypto market. And by the day Bitcoin loses the 40% range, Bitcoin will lose the crown. Okay, but it doesn't mean Bitcoin will go away. No, Bitcoin is not going away. And I strongly believe in the near future, some things will change, and then Bitcoin will become a true digital store of value, but only after some changes, because, folks, there is no way to avoid the Agenda 2030, the things that they want, clean energy, no waste, all these things, okay? But yeah, so this is probably a conversation for a different video. So, folks, this is it for now. Today I will record the New World Order video. And yeah, so in the other assets, there is no change since my last updates. Soon, probably the next week or around September, will be the time to record more updates. And yeah, so that's it. Quick video, quick heads up. Also, I'm recording these videos to leave it as documentation for the calls that I'm making, just like the dollar, fiat currencies, and etc. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, share with your friends, subscribe as well. Thanks for your support, your time. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. See ya.